Everybody, welcome to another episode of the Civil Canadians. I'm Scotty V, and I'm with the good old King Kansas. How you doing?
Feeling better, Scotty. I'm almost there, buddy. You know, the king is recovering.
All right, so a lot of things happened this week, so let's start it off. So the big thing that dropped was Will Smith in talks.
I think he's in talks.
He's in talks to play the genie in the live-action reboot of Aladdin. What do you think of that?
Scotty, you know what? I'm kind of liking it.
Yeah.
Because of Will Smith's personality, because nobody can ever replace the late, great Robin Williams as the genie.
He's my favorite.
Because, honestly, who the hell are you going to get to replace him? Scotty?
That's the thing.
Right?
Now, if they make the genie look like how he did in the cartoon, and it doesn't sound like Robin Williams, I'm going to be like...
It's going to be flat.
Yeah.
I think they're going to tweak it to Will Smith's personality or characteristics, like that animated shark film that he did. That it
Shark
kind
Tales.
of there you go. That kind of they do that and do something like that. Or unless they might make him a little bit more realistic and he'd be glowing blue or something. Who knows?
I don't know. For sure they're gonna make it all CGI.
Yeah,
anyways,
it's Disney, right?
So.
Disney. So you know they're gonna figure something. But I like the idea because he's funny. We've seen him on the Fresh Prince.
Mm-hmm.
I think if he brings a little bit of that, into the film, I think it's gonna be okay.
And I'm excited for the Lion King too.
Oh, I can't wait for that. And if it looks anything like the Jungle Book, Scotty, we're going to be in business. So I hope Will Smith, Disney, do it because I can't honestly see anybody. I don't think there's anybody else that's funny like him that can fulfill a big role like that for such a big film.
That's right.
Right, Scotty?
That's right. All right, let's move on.
Okay, so that's enough with the Disney talk and Aladdin, the genie lamp, or whatever the hell you want to call it there.
Rubbing the lamp.
The next topic, guys, that we wanted to talk, another Disney... Sorry, we're doing a little Disney here, and you know it's going to be a Marvel/Disney film episode here.
It's all one company.
It's the news, guys. It's a lot of news from them, so we're going to cover it. So, anyways, the biggest news, Scotty, on the next front for good old Disney is this little movie called Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, goodness.
It's the fifth installment, Scotty. Okay.
They should have stopped at 3.
Should have stopped at 2. The way they were going, but anyways. That's besides the point. So, Scotty, the big deal that's been popping all over the place, people are crying about, is apparently, I don't know if it was an international trailer or footage that revealed a couple of secrets. So, guys, spoiler alert, fast forward this part until you see our next section. Do not watch right now. I'm going to ruin it for you. That apparently, Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom are also in the 5th installment. So, they're both back. So, Scotty, does that make a big difference to you? Because I know those guys departed, I think, what? The second one? I think they disappeared after the second one, if I'm not sure. So, good old Will Turner. I don't know her character's name, but I know Will Turner's name was mentioned. So, I was like,
I stopped watching it. The third one was the World's End or something.
Something like that with Penelope Cruz or what? I can't even remember the hell, for God's sake.
I stopped because I don't like pirate movies. Never liked the first one.
Oh really? You didn't like the first one?
No.
I loved the first one.
I watched the first one. It was on TV.
You didn't like it still?
I still didn't like it.
I loved it. I don't know. You gotta love pirates. If you didn't like treasure ships and chests, and all that.
I'd rather watch National Treasure than.
Oh, that Nicolas Cage. Yeah, come on, Nicolas Cage, get on that. Part 3. We're waiting. King's getting old here.
He did 2, right?
Yeah, 2.
I'd rather watch those than another Pirates movie.
Really, eh?
That's right.
You know what, Scotty? This gets me a little intrigued, but I hope it's not one of Disney's ploys to say, hey, come and see it. They're in there. And meanwhile, they won't even be in the damn thing. It'll be like a flashback. Or maybe a picture, because it looked like an image to me of Keira Knightley. Maybe there were, like a character in the film was looking at a picture that, oh, maybe this is my mother.
They're going to do what Paramount did with Transformers 4.
Oh, what did they do?
They featured the Dinobots as they were going to be in the whole movie.
Okay, and they just used them for like 3 seconds.
Like 20, not even 20 minutes.
Oh, I hope that's not the case. I hope that somewhere in the middle of the movie that you kind of run into these two and you're like, oh my God, not you again. Jack Sparrow.
I don't know, but you know what? These people...
I don't know. To me, Scotty, it gets me a little bit more excited to go and watch this thing in May. I think it's coming out in May or July. I can't even remember now.
Don't know.
So, Scotty, you still not going to see it even with that bits of news there?
Nope.
Nope? You're still going to pass on it?
I'm going to pass. I don't like pirates.
I might give it a try, but I'm kind of iffy because, I don't know if she's going to be in the whole thing or Orlando Bloom. Because that's the reason why I watched the first 2. Because of the That's who started it. That's who it should continue to be. Not these little pop-up characters here and there. So,
yep.
Anyway, Scotty, enough of Disney talk. Now we're going to get into Marvel talk, even though they are owned by Disney now.
It's all one company.
Okay. So, Scotty, the biggest news, you can let the... Oh, you know what? I'll talk about this, okay? Because the king, yes, because... Scott, yeah, sorry, guys. The king's a little old and grumpy. The meds are wearing off, Scotty. The meds are wearing off,
yeah,
okay?
They are.
Okay, anyway.
Go back on your meds.
I know, I was a lot quieter. Wasn't I a little calmer, Scott?
Yeah, you were.
Hey? And maybe a little bit more happier. Less talkative, which I think worked out to your benefits, but
yes,
to the king, no. You could tell. Anyways.
Talks too much.
Let's go back to what we're going to talk about.
Go for it.
So anyways, apparently, Captain Marvel has landed its director or directors, Scotty.
Directors. Ooh, that's with an S.
Yes. Plural. 2. Mm-hmm. Apparently they landed Ryan Fleck and Anna Boden.
Never heard
of them. You don't know who the hell they are, which Scotty doesn't know. King didn't know who they were either, but apparently they're well sought off writers as well. But since they already have the script already written, they need someone to direct Captain Marvel.
Good.
So I guess Ryan Fleck, just so you guys will go a little bit of information, Scott, even for you. Mm-hmm. He directed a little movie called Half Nelson with Ryan Gosling in it.
Okay.
I haven't seen that movie. Apparently it's well written and praised a lot upon by everybody in the movie industry. And Anna Boden, I guess, team up with him.
Okay.
She's done a movie called Sugar, which I'm not too familiar with that. King doesn't know that title, Sugar alone. No, that's what you put in your coffee to drink your coffee with. I don't think you'll watch a movie called Sugar because who knows what the hell you're going to end up with. And then Mississippi Grind. That's the two that they kind of worked together with and came out. Mississippi Grind apparently is good. I don't know. I'm going to check it out maybe after this episode. Who knows? And then they did a couple of TV shows, Scotty.
Okay.
They did The Affair, which I'm pretty sure all the women out there watch because the king doesn't watch that garbage.
That sounds familiar.
It is. It's what's his name? Casey from Dawson's Creek is in it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, wife
like,
cheating and all this crazy.
It was like a big thing.
Yeah, and it's still going on. And why? You know what? If that happened to me.
It's still giving.
Done. Yeah, I think it's still going. It's like on season 2 or 3. Yeah. I give up. That's how much the king watches. It's a good thing you don't watch it, Scotty, because you'll be wasting your time. Sorry, women. That's for you.
Adultery.
And then the other one apparently is Billions.
Yes, with Paul Giamatti, right?
Yes, and the guy from, what do you call it, Homeland. I can't remember the actor who played in that one, the main one. Anyways, he's in it as well. So that's where you're going to know those guys. So, Scotty?
Yes.
So based on what I tell you, are you excited that these guys have jumped on?
You know what?
Captain Marvel? Because you know Marvel with surprise announcements.
I don't know them, so that means that gets me excited because when they got the Russo brothers to direct Captain America 2, I didn't know who they are. They did a couple of shows on the Community.
Yes, yeah.
So I didn't know who they were.
Comic writers, if you want to call it.
So I didn't know who they were, and then when Captain America Winter Soldier came out, it blew my mind.
Oh, that was like, my God, the movie of movies until Civil War came out.
Yeah, so that just blew my mind. So I'm excited for an unknown directors to take on a Marvel movie. Like this, they show more passion and more creativity.
Scotty, it seems to work for Marvel. You know, they picked an unknown director, well, not an unknown director, but a director who didn't do a blockbuster for Doctor Strange. They did the same thing for Ant-Man.
Yes.
And they did it with good old James Gunn.
That's right.
With Guardians, and look what happened with them. It's like movie magic, guys.
That's right. And speaking about James Gunn, he was confirmed.
And this is our next topic we're talking about, guys. Just in case, so you guys don't get confused at YouTube land.
He confirmed that he will be returning for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Volume 3.
Volume 3, that's what we're going to assume that it's going to be called.
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Volume 3? Okay, so it's going to be
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep, and he also did confirm there's 5 post-credit scenes in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Well, Scotty's going to be like, I can't wait because me and Scotty V, we got our tickets already. So we're already booked to go see that lovely thing. So I can't wait to see it, Scotty.
I'm so excited to see Guardians.
Hey, that's when the movie madness starts for us.
So let's speculate for a little bit.
Yes, Scotty, so what do you think? Is this a good decision to bring back the same director to kind of complete a trilogy?
He had so much he had so much passion on Guardians, the first one, and he had so much fun. That's what we fans want to see.
And you know what? And from what we've seen in the second movie trailers there, it looks like the same thing, but another level or a notch higher.
Yes. So he's really passionate about the Guardians. That's a good thing, because usually directors, they're put on a superhero project
and they get bored.
That's right. They don't care, or if they want, they can't because studio interference. Marvel.
True.
Marvel doesn't really have too much studio interference.
Unless you're Sony or if you're for DC.
Yeah, Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that's what happened, I think, with the Dark Knight Rises there with, what's his name, Nolan.
Yeah, and Batman v Superman. Too much studio interference.
Stay out of it, guys. These guys know what the hell they're doing. That's why you brought them on in the first place.
That's right. So let's talk about the post-credit scenes.
Okay.
Because he did confirm with Screen Rant.
Okay.
Because they said there was 4, and he retweeted or replied. He said there's actually 5.
5.
So how in God's green earth are they going to fit 5 credits, post-credit scenes there?
That's unless they do one big. I don't know. They're gonna do one before the movie even starts.
Like how they did with Logan with the Deadpool.
That's the only thing I'm wondering. Like a little teaser that, hey, guess what? This movie's coming.
But Marvel they're very creative. They'll find.
Oh yeah, there'll be like one right at the end. Like I guess once they announce who the main characters were of the movie,
or what they can do is for the 5, they do one in the mid of the credits, how they do.
Okay.
And then they do the second one at the end, but it can be like 15 minutes long.
Oh, so one after another, maybe? Scott?
Yeah. So instead of like doing one, they would fade.
Okay.
And then show the next one.
Okay.
And then they could put like a logo or whatever.
So kind of like what they usually do sometimes with the blooper reel, Scotty, right? How they edit it like that.
Yeah.
Maybe you think they'll do something like that? Because
Probably.
it's going to be a lot, man.
So let's speculate on what it could be.
Okay. What could it be?
It could be either Spider-Man.
Okay.
Black Panther.
Yes, that's coming.
Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Marvel. Or another teaser for Guardians 3.
Oh, wow.
It could be one of those 5.
That's crazy.
Or it could be none of them. It could be an Infinity War thing.
You know what? Yeah, because if they already started to film this thing, how long have they been filming?
Since January. We're in
So
April.
I'm pretty sure, guys, they probably finished, I would say, 3/4 of the first movie by now.
Mm-hmm. So with the Infinity post-credit, they're going to show Thanos.
Ooh.
I think they're going to show Thanos. We're just speculating.
Yes, because I think he might be popping up in Thor.
Yeah, so he's going to show up in the end of the credits.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be talking to his minions.
Okay.
Not his like
the major ones.
Yeah, like
his puppets. We're gonna call them his puppets.
The Tatari army, right? So he's gonna be talking to them. He's gonna be like, okay, let's go to Earth or retrieve, blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. And then there's your post-credit scene. I don't know. It can be a lot of things. I don't really want to speculate too much.
I think you're right. And what I think they might even do is, don't be surprised if they show you maybe like a minute of Thor.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Just like as introduction, kind of like a pre-introduction.
Yes.
Of the movie before it starts. Mm-hmm. So who knows? Maybe we'll see a scene with what's the guy who's in charge of everything? The collector's brother.
The Grandmaster.
The Grandmaster. So maybe there'll be a post-credit scene with the Grandmaster saying, "I need my players. Go get them."
Oh, you never know, eh? That'd be good.
And then maybe that's what he's gonna have his particular minions maybe plucking the different people for that.
Or
Scotty?
maybe Thanos took Hulk from the end of Age of Ultron, took him from the Quinjet.
Good.
And put him in Sakaar.
Good.
So like this, they can retrieve Thor.
And not only that, it helps us understand how did the Hulk get captured. So without explaining it in Thor itself.
Because his Quinjet hit the water.
Okay.
But he wasn't in there.
So he was missing.
So someone took him off from the Quinjet.
So maybe they're going to explain that. There's like so many little crumbs, guys, that they can follow through, which that'll be a perfect example to do so. That's maybe what I think they're going to be doing a little bit more, like maybe a couple ones for Thor, maybe a couple for Spidey.
Yep.
And maybe one for the Black Panther.
For the Black Panther. Before we move on, we're sticking to the Guardians topic. There was a trailer or preview clip. I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
They were on Earth. Not the Guardians. There was some like this blue gooey thing that was on, like it was in the sky.
Okay.
And they were on Earth, and it was part of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So maybe that could be a post-credit scene indicating that, okay, something is going on Earth. They have to come to Earth, and Peter Quill is scared as hell because he hasn't been on Earth since 1988.
Yeah, when he got a long time.
When he got taken from Earth.
Yeah, that could be his reintroduction on Earth to confront maybe Doctor Strange or whoever the hell is going to be there. That he says, hey,
you know
we're here to help.
Because blue gooey looking
Yeah.
thing is absorbing the matter from the Earth. So it's taking the cars, it's taking everything, right?
So
Maybe the secret Avengers find out. They come,
Yep.
and then they see Star-Lord's ship. They can interact with Captain America.
yeah, and say, what the hell? We're here to stop whatever this thing is.
And then Star-Lord can see the technology has advanced so much on Earth. He'll be so shocked, and then he can pass
Yeah,
out.
Scotty, I'm telling you, you never know. That's why I love to hear that there's 5 post-credit scenes. That got us our attention big time. Because now, like you said, it could be Thor, it could be this.
And we have to wait how long?
Oh, God.
How long before we have to go watch Guardians?
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
If that?
Oh,
no, wait,
man.
Scotty, it's already like the 21st. So, yeah, I'm thinking about a week and a half, say, 2.
Oh, man. I'm so excited.
He's not going to be able to sleep. Anyway,
Nope.
Scotty, let's
All
talk
right,
about our
let's-
last topic, which is
let's move
another big thing, and it also has to deal with Marvel. So what we're going to
Yes.
talk about next, Scotty?
So there were some leaked set photos from Avengers Infinity War.
Yes.
Featuring the Vision and Scarlet Witch. Now, Vision did not look like he was in his robot form. So
he didn't.
It looked like he shapeshifted from that.
That's
set
what we're
photo.
assuming.
So unless he decided to shapeshift or he somehow got those powers, he's a human.
Okay, and tell him why we say that he's in human form, Scotty. What is he particularly doing?
And he's giving a little smoocheroo on Scarlet Witch over there.
So they're getting a little, romantic moment there and kissing each other. Him holding her head. I don't even know what the hell it was. In some sort of room or balcony, I'm going to say.
Yeah. So we don't know what's going on there. We know in the comics that they had a relationship.
Exactly.
And they can't have a baby because he's a robot, she's a human. So she makes a deal with Mephisto to bring babies. And then I think one dies or both of them die.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with
and
that.
then she goes mad, and then that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, from those set photos, it looks pretty good.
And I think too, guys, from what we seen earlier too, that ties in with us seeing, I think, Vision lying on the ground, Scotty.
Yes.
So we're thinking that might have happened before that scene, and then something else happens when we've seen that wire act, that lady that was attached to the thing got pulled off to the side.
Yes.
So possibly, maybe something happened there right after what we seen with that little kissing scene there, a little switcheroo that Scotty says happening. So what do you think, Scotty? What do you think is going on there? You think he's shape-shifting? Is he controlled by Thanos? What do you think? You can speculate a little bit there. I don't know. So many possibilities.
Because he has a stone.
Mind Stone.
And he made himself a cape at the Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
So
manipulation.
He can.
So he could possibly make himself turn that. Who knows? Does he have a particular, agenda?
Maybe. I doubt it, though.
I don't think he does. I think maybe the Scarlet Witch has something to do with that. Maybe she's trying to work her little, I don't know, her angle to get something, because maybe she's going to be rewarded by maybe Thanos.
Yeah, maybe.
Possibly get that stone.
Maybe Scarlet Witch made a deal with Thanos.
Could be.
So when he gets the time gem, he can reverse her brother's death.
Exactly, so he can bring back Quicksilver. And come on, wouldn't you want your brother back? So again, it's one of those things, kind of like what they did with the Transformers. You want to bring back Cybertron? What would you do to do so? Well, with this time, it's Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
And that's being master manipulated by Thanos. Thanos is a smart man, and who knows if Death's around.
Yeah. Well,
Hela,
you know what?
Hela.
Hela's death.
So that's who I think is going to be his partner in crime.
Yeah.
And his other half.
Yeah. So other than that, we're gonna talk about Infinity War for months.
Oh, trust
and
me,
months.
guys. We're going to be able to speculate more footage.
But anyways, we're done.
Oh, that's pretty much it for this episode, guys.
So we're excited for Guardians and all those future movies. So let's end off this show. So guys, if you like this episode, hit a like, share, subscribe. Check out our episode 30 we posted yesterday.
Yes.
And also our Prison Break.
Yep.
And also our Facebook stuff as well.
And don't forget to watch our Cloak and Dagger. We did a trailer reaction to that as well.
We're excited to see that. All right. So see you guys.
Be good. Thanks for subscribing. See you soon.
Be good.
Scotty, come on. Don't roll at your eyes at the king. The king, he's like paralyzed here. He's handicapped. I'm going to get one of those stickers and put him in my my limo.
Yeah.
So the king can get chauffeured all over the place, See, not only is the king broken, even are set, man. Jesus, you know, the king can't even do anything right around here. Scotty, come on, we gotta start making money here, okay? I need money for my retirement.
So do I, and I'm young.
Well, you're still young. You got 50 years plus on the king.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, let's start it, Scotty.